Negative cognitive bias may be the reason why we sometimes feel bad about ourselves. It's a state when we choose to pay more attention to negative things than to positive ones. Now, people with psychiatric disorders like depression and anxiety often tend to have more negative cognitive bias than average. My name is Rabia Akram. I'm a medical doctor, an aspiring neurologist, and in this video, I'm going to explain what is negative cognitive bias and a simple tool to overcome it. An example of negative cognitive bias may be when you get one negative comment on your social media post and that's all you can focus on, and you completely choose to ignore 50 other positive comments. Or someone criticizes your work and that's all you can think about for the rest of the day, and you overlook all the other negative feedbacks and praises that are all around. Now, people with depressive disorders and anxiety tend to have more negative cognitive bias than average. They would often go out looking for reasons to be unhappy, and then when they would find a reason that would match their negative internal beliefs about themselves, they would laser focus on that one thing, and they would choose to completely ignore all the positive things that are happening around them. Now, a brain network called the salience network of the brain plays a crucial role in this type of behavior. The salience network is a brain network that connects different regions of the brain that are involved in complex brain functions like communication, self-awareness, and social behavior. Now, the salience network of the brain, when something happens, it very quickly assesses our thoughts, our complex thoughts and emotions, and it comes up with an appropriate response, an appropriate neurological and physical response. For example, when you see another person in pain, the salience network of the brain assesses this situation and it comes up with an appropriate response, which in this case may be empathy. And you feel your physical body and your mind coming up with an empathetic reaction. Now, with people with depressive conditions or anxiety, or in people in general who tend to focus on negative things more than positive ones, the salience network of the brain tends to be over responsive to negative stimuli than to positive ones. For example, when you would see or hear or somehow get a stimulus that could induce fear, anxiety, or a reward, the salience network of the brain would be overly responsive to that negative stimulus than to the positive one. Now, the good news is it's possible to train the salience network of the brain to become less responsive to negative stimuli and become more responsive to positive ones. Now, one way to do this in your everyday life is to notice every time something positive happens and write it down on a piece of Post-it and put it in a place where you can see it. This way, you're training the salience network of your brain to notice positive things more than negative ones. And every time you do, it gets a little reward that strengthens that salience network. So if you found this useful, do leave your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for watching.